Hello friends, welcome to Good News Book Summary. Today we are going to summarize the book Why A Students Work for C Students by Robert Kiyosaki. First, let me give you some reasons to read this book. This book will teach you financial education, thought process of the rich and poor, how to be a capitalist and an entrepreneur, how debt can be good, how to spiritually align yourself to earning more money. So let's begin. People want to be entrepreneurs, but schools teach them to be employees. Robert asks this simple question: why is money not taught in schools? The simple answer being the teachers are financially uneducated. This book is written in four parts: problems in becoming an entrepreneur, changing your perspective about money, teaching your child financial education, and becoming a capitalist. This book will make an attempt to shift you from an employee mindset to a capitalist mindset. Schools may or may not find the genius in your child, but you should preserve and encourage your child's talent. Teach him financial education. How? By playing the cash flow game with him at least once a week. Education has become a $1 trillion business which impacts every person on this planet. It has a lag of 35 years, which means the children starting school today will become grandparents before the education system adapts the change. So, what will make the difference is what your child is taught at home, not what they are taught in schools. Lack of financial education is the reason for our financial crisis. Financial education should be taught at home. Education is expensive and an unforgivable debt. So, what is the future of education? Academic education, the basics where we learn to read, write, etc. Professional education, where the A students become doctors, lawyers, engineers, B students become mechanics, cooks, nurses. Financial education, education of the future, teaches about money. Playing Monopoly with Rich Dad taught him how to use other people's talent and other people's money working for him, which you will learn later in this book. Robert also talks about the effective learning, the cone of learning, the rich dad's teaching technique, and poor dad's teaching technique. Rich dad's technique was by doing and stimulating real life experiences, by collecting rent, attending Saturday meetings, etc. He remembered 90% of the things he did. The poor dad's teaching technique was by reading and listening, studying in schools, getting an MBA, etc., where he remembered only 10% of the things. Robert talks about four biggest problems of life: age, increasing national debt, the new depression, and higher taxes. Age. You are growing old day by day. You have a child at the age of 25 or 30. You will be 45 or 50 when your child is 20 years old. At the age of 20, he may or may not earn a living. But what do you think? You being at the age of 45 to 50, would you like to work? Robert talks about the cash flow quadrant. On this topic, he even has written a whole book. Employees pay 40% of the taxes, the small business owners pay 60% of the taxes, big business owners pay 20% of the taxes, and investors 0%. You should educate yourself and learn to love the process of learning and try to transform yourself from E and S quadrants to B and I quadrants. When should you start teaching your kids about money? There are three windows. First window, birth to age 12. This is the age of quantum learning, forming neural pathways. At this age, Robert learned two simple things: asset that puts money in your pocket, and liabilities that takes money from your pockets. The second window, from age 12 to age 24, the age of rebellious learning. They decide what to learn. They don't care about the consequences. At this age, Robert learned how to be a part of the best team, know a little about everything, being a generalist and speaking the language of the profession. The third window, from age 24 to age 36, professional learning. This window shows how your teachers and parents performed in the overall development of the child. Each quadrant is a different classroom, and every classroom has different teachers. So if you want to be a capitalist, choose your education process carefully. Why A students fail? Because they work best within a system and don't want to adapt change. They don't know how to work in a changing environment of life. This points towards the cone of learning, learning by doing. This is what C students spend most of the time, learning by listening and reading. This is what A and B students spend the time in. Success in one quadrant does not guarantee success in other quadrants. Your job as a parent is to discuss about your child's dreams and try to stimulate a real-life experience of that by throwing challenges and problems so that they get ready for real-life challenges. Why do rich people go broke? The sense of entitlement mentality that government shall take care of me through Medicare, Social Security, Obamacare. Content versus context. Water is the context. A glass of water is content. I can be rich or poor is the context. The education system is the glass, the content. The poor man's context is I'll never be rich. Rich are bad. Money is not important. Government should take care of people. The middle class person's context is I must get good education to be rich. I need a high paying job. Job security is important. Vacation. The rich person's context is I must be rich. I own my business. I am responsible for my business. Ready to take on challenges. Freedom is more important than job security. These are the contexts of the rich man. Money does not make people rich. Their context does. Banks will help you to move from E and S quadrants to B and I quadrants. So banks will help you to move from E and S quadrants to B and I quadrants. So what are the things that change the person's context? They can be constitution, religion, economic philosophies, your home. Change your context and change your life. Content versus quadrant. Ordinary income is for employees, which is the most taxed. Portfolio income, which is of middle class, which has less tax. Passive income, which is of capitalist, there is no tax. Robert also talks about frames of mind by Robert Gardner. It says a lot about the left brain and the right brain. Some people are good at singing, some people are physically good, some people are good at maths, some people are good at some other things. But if everyone is financially educated, rich people won't go broke. The athletes, the film stars, often when they don't get jobs, they go broke. So if they were financially educated, they won't go broke. So money does not make people rich. Their context does. Why geniuses are generous? Generosity is the key to success. Generosity is found at the fifth level of Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Morality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, lack of prejudice, acceptance of facts is all at the fifth level of Maslow's need hierarchy. Whereas The employee's mindset is struck at the safety, which is at the second level of Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Your job as a parent is to find the environment where your child's genius shines. Robert also talks about the entitlement mentality. This will lead to the greatest financial crisis. So, as a parent, do your part to fight the entitlement mentality and don't give your kids money. Ask them to do something for you. Ask them to do their homework. Ask them to do some work and only then give them some money so that they realize that they have to do something to get the money. Robert's view on intelligence is every question doesn't have to be a right or wrong answer. He uses the coin to explain that. There is a heads, tails, and the edge of the coin. Use it as a vantage point and learn to do things. Next is the financial statements of the poor, the middle class, and the rich. The poor man's financial statements are they earn a minimal income and whatever they earn they spend on their daily chores. The financial statements of the middle class is they earn a decent income and whatever they earn they spend on taxes, mortgage, car repayment, home loan, car loan, student loan, etc. The financial statements of the rich are whatever they earn, they spend their income on earning assets. Later on, their assets pay their expenses and they don't have to work anymore. These assets become their passive income. Robert presents his view on greed. The businessmen who create hundreds of jobs, provide a service to the government, build their own companies, responsible for their losses, whereas poor man has the entitled mentality. If fired from a job, they look for another job. Still, many people call businessmen or capitalists greedy. Why? The next is about millionaires. There are three types of millionaires. Net worth millionaires, who are the middle class, who bought a home in 1975 for $1 lakh, today valued at $2.5 million. Still, they have to worry about the day-to-day living expenses. Second is the high income millionaires, income from the E and S quadrants, meaning salary, the CEOs, film stars, professional athletes. These are high income millionaires. Once they lose their job, they still have to worry about their day-to-day activities. The third is the cash flow millionaires, who the author calls truly rich. They receive income from assets. They do not need a job. Most of their income is passive income. How debt can make you rich? Debt is good. Debt is other people's money working for you. Good debt is used to acquire assets that makes you rich. Bad debt makes you poor. How debt can make you rich? So debt is good. Debt is other people's money working for you. Good debt is used to acquire assets that make you rich. Whereas bad debt used to acquire liabilities that makes you poor. If you acquire assets from debt will surely make you rich. It will earn you money. Taxes. Government gives tax breaks to employers. Why? Government needs more jobs. Debtors. Dollar is now a debt. Real estate investors. Government needs more housing. Commodity producers. We need more food and oil. Financial advice versus financial education. Financial advice is stay away from brokers. There is a quote from Warren Buffett: Wall Street is the only place that people ride into in Rolls-Royce to get advice from those who take the subway. Financial education. The seven words of money. Income. Ordinary. Portfolio. Passive income. Expense. Taxes and liabilities. Third, assets, business, real estate, paper assets, meaning stocks and shares, commodities, oil, coal, gold, silver, etc. Liabilities, mortgage, school loan, credit card debt, car repayment, car payments, etc. Debt, sum of money that is owed or due. Cash flow, used to differentiate assets from liabilities and expenses from income. Capital gains, profit earned on sale of an asset. After buying low and selling high, The gains you make are capital gains. Robert also talks about protecting your money, saving your money via legal entities, which will protect them from the lawsuits of your friends, partners, and enemies. And person should have academic, professional, financial, and spiritual education. Talking about spiritual education, the author puts forward the thought process of the poor, the middle class, and the rich. A lot is written about money, wealth, debt, bankers, generosity, and greed in Bible. It depends on us what we choose our context to be. A poor person tends to listen to the verses on the evil of the money. The middle class tend to listen to the verses on being content with money. The rich man tend to listen to the verses on how God rewards the rich and punishes the poor. Robert says, make more money, unfair advantage, the ability to transform your money and your life, ordinary income, portfolio income, and passive income. Choose the type of money you want and transform your life. The ability to be generous. The generosity lies at the fifth level of Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Lower taxes. Be in the B and I quadrants. Use debt to become rich. Good debt makes people rich. Bad debt makes people poor. Expand your means. Have your assets buy your liabilities. Buy an asset that buys the Porsche. Increase your emotional intelligence, meaning success intelligence, delayed gratification. Understand the different paths to wealth. Be a cash flow millionaire. Protect your assets by making them legal entities. Retire young. Use the law of compensation. Know how to raise capital. Know how to lead people. How to design a business. How to use debt to make more money. This will give you an unfair advantage in life. Process in becoming rich. Choose the type of income you want. Ordinary income, portfolio income, passive income. Take a loan, buy an asset, and print your own money. If you enjoyed the summary of why A students work for C students and learned something new from it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Signing off, Guddu.